Boy, you know what time it is.
Welcome to the Bromigos podcast.
I need it!
Hey, how are you?
This is amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another installment of the Bromigos podcast. This is episode 51, and it's your boy Hoochie holding it down.
You know what it is, man. It's your boy Daint Money. What's good?
And it is the Undercover Brother. Lord knows I need to do this episode this week. Homie's been going through it, as you guys know. But we have a very interesting show for you guys today. First of all, we won't sing, but we have to bring this to the table. Happy birthday to the Hoochieman.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Give us a falsetto, will you?
See, this is how you know Matt really ain't an undercover brother, because if he was, he would have been singing along with me. That's the black happy birthday. I don't do that. Happy birthday to you.
Cha-cha-cha. They do that too.
Nah, hell no. No cha-cha-chas.
Nah. That's like elementary school shit, man. We all did that in elementary school, but no. We record our shit on Thursday, so it's Hoochie Man's birthday. Happy birthday to the Hoochie Man, the old ass motherfucker.
I feel old. I feel like Mike right now. Pretty much.
Wow.
I've been telling people all day. I feel like I'm 39. It just, I don't know. Every year,
you do realize Mike is almost 39, so you effectively called Mike old there.
Well, I mean,
listen, I thought I was going to catch hands for last week on Bleach Bros. Mike's going to come talk to you next week. When we're doing this episode.
Birthday punches, 23rd birthday punches.
Listen, once Mike sees this, I mean, his contact.
I don't mean that as an insult.
It's just like.
It's just I woke up and my back was like, oh God, what the hell did I do to my back? I didn't even sleep.
Wait, what is Mike's what is his contact name in your phone again?
Mike Oldhead.
Terrible. You're
I ain't
terrible.
gonna lie, I just know so many mics. I think I have like 10 mics in my phone, so I gotta switch it up. You know, I gotta make sure I know who's who.
Yeah. I
switched. Can't be like, hey Siri, call Mike, and then who knows?
Yeah, right.
Like Russian roulette. Who knows?
Yeah.
Let's play.
I like to bust Mike's balls. I call him Germany Red on my phone. But anyhow. So we got a bunch of stuff we want to talk about today. Dante, do you want to start with your thing? I feel like your topic's actually a good start to the episode.
You want to start with me, man? Thank you. See, I don't really bring topics to the show. You know, I just be getting my opinions, but I did see this, and I feel like the people need to see what's going on.
This
in
is
the
fucking
world.
stupid.
It's stupid, but I mean, I get it. I get where people are coming from. You know, I want people to feel included. You know, I want to use inclusive language, but fuck all that. Listen, so this is going crazy, right? So you can see here, there's an assortment of KFC campaigns that were posted on billboards in Canada. And as you can see here, it's nothing but kitchen utensils, and it has reflections of African Americans on it. And this particular marketing strategy was carried out by this man right here, Azim Akhtar. You know what that sounds like. Anyways, so here's the thing, man.
Wow. All right.
Terrible.
Fair enough, I guess.
I'm sorry. But
you're out of pocket for that one. Wow. Jail for you.
But anyways, no, I mean, listen, he's getting a little backlash on Instagram by a couple black people saying that the campaign was racist and that it's race baiting and blah, blah, blah. I mean, honestly, I think it was pretty cool. I mean, I think it's a very interesting campaign. It's cool. Like, I've never seen a marketing strategy like that. Like, it's different. It's creative. It's something I've never seen before. I guess the only reason people are upset is obviously because, you know, the whole black people fried chicken thing. But that I don't understand, because my niggas, we love chicken. I don't get it. I love chicken. My dad loves my mom loves chicken. You know, my cousins love chicken. You know, I'm going to a cookout tomorrow. Guess what? It's going to be chicken. You know who's going to be there? Niggas. So
why?
I'm just saying, man.
I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it.
I'm just saying, like,
oh man.
I just listen. If I'm, this is all I'm gonna say left on this. If you black and you claim you don't like fried chicken, A, you like white women, or B, you just ain't down with the culture. And I can't get down with none of that. So yeah, man, that's what's going on in the world these days, dog.
I saw this like a couple of weeks ago. Was it like a week or two ago when this came out? I saw it recently. I didn't think anything of it. I just thought that was cool, like graphic design and cool. I didn't know where it was, but
that's the same thing I said before you came in.
Just overthink too much about it. Like they try to make something out of nothing. First off, there's people that are offended when the whatever awards, the Emmys or the Oscars, how there's no black nominations for it. And then you get this advertising that's showing African Americans on there, and then it's, oh, this is racist. Me personally, I don't understand that, because why do we got to complain about something that's not even a big deal?
I have an idea.
It's a cool show of promotion from KFC, and it's a really good design.
I have an idea, and I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong here. Stop me if you think I'm wrong. I guarantee you that if the images on those marketing strategies on the billboards and stuff, if they showed a mixture of different people from like Asian, white, Hispanic, or something, and they didn't show any black people would be upset that they didn't show any black people.
I didn't say that. You said it. You said that.
Hold on.
You said that.
Hold on.
I didn't say that.
Hold on. Am I wrong though? Tell me if you.
No, because it's essentially like the same thing as the Oscars.
I'm asking you though. I'm not
touching that.
What do you mean
I'm not touching that? I'm not touching that. No, you ain't gonna get me canceled by my own people. Fuck you. Hell no.
I'll touch that, because it's kind of similar to what I said about the Oscars. How there are people upset there are no black people or African Americans nominated for an Oscar, who they feel like, oh, this guy deserved it more, this woman deserved it more, but they're not even nominated. It's something similar to that. But yeah, like I said, it's why are we gonna make something out of nothing? It's just advertising.
I mean, you know what? The crazy thing is, the statements both of y'all made, you just made like about 15 black people mad.
I'm not wrong. There's people that were upset that there were no black actors or actresses nominated for the Oscars.
How are you of all people, the most outspoken person on this show, gonna back up on this now?
I'm not backing up on anything. I'm just mediating the situation. I presented the topic, and I'm mediating. See, I'm playing your position right now. I'm just asking questions. I'm just putting it out there in the universe. Now, all I'm gonna say is, okay, now, if it were some Korean people, would it be as racist? Because Korean fried chicken exists. I'm just saying.
I haven't had it yet.
I haven't had it. I heard it's pretty fire.
You know what? This offers me an opportunity to give you a history lesson. Now, see, what many people don't know is that, Korean fried chicken is busting. Let me tell you something. Okay? Them Koreans know how to fry chicken. Okay. They doing their thing. But see, in World War II, and during the Korean War, see, African American soldiers taught the Koreans how to fry chicken. So then that carried over and on decade after decade, and now Korean fried chicken is a big delicacy, and they do it way different. They put cheese and different sauces and shit on their shit. It's not my thing. But I mean, fried chicken is a very cultural thing for black people and Korean people and Chinese people that own Chinese food shops in the hood. So it's like, listen, man, I told you, they love me in the hood like Chinese wings, and that's facts. Amen.
So let me ask you this then. I guess in terms of like modern day, like do you think African American people have like this sort of tribalism over the fried chicken subject?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna answer that until I have a lawyer and a dictionary present. So I need you to explain that in a different manner.
I'm just asking because it's like,
I don't know what tribalism means. I don't know what that means. I don't know what I mean. I'm sorry, America. I don't. Dante doesn't know what tribalism is. Go ahead, please explain.
Let me. Maybe it might be the wrong word, but let me pull up the definition for you here.
I'm a college student again, so I'm ready to learn.
The behavior and attitudes that stem from strong loyalty to one's own tribe or social group.
I mean, I'll say this. I don't think black people want to gatekeep our culture's food, our delicacies. I mean, I like fried chicken. Fried first, that's my favorite thing ever. Like, listen, my girl knows, my parents know. When I go to a restaurant, if I don't find something I like, chicken fingers and French fries, easy. Chicken fingers, French fries. I don't care. I'll go to Cheesecake Factory and they got this chicken finger thing. They call them chicken littles, and they put it with like some mashed potatoes and extra shit. And I'm like, nah, can you take the mashed potatoes out and fry them and make them French fries? Like that's all I do. But I think that when it comes to the culture of food, it's a slave culture, man. It's a slave culture of food. And that's really it's hard for people to understand that. A lot of the foods that are cultural and African Americans, a lot of them come from the slaves. We ate the scraps. Why do you think we fry so much food? It's because back then, in order to add flavor to the food that we got, we talking about the skin of the chicken. We talking about collard greens, cornbread. Traditionally, cornbread is made in a cast iron skillet. Sometimes people will fry it, like so it's not always put in the oven, like stuff like that. Those tendencies, those ways in which Black people cook, they are derived, from the era of American slavery. And a lot of that food is good. Don't get me wrong, but this is exactly the reason why so many Black people got diabetes and high cholesterol.
So this
Like,
is where
this
next question is where I get you. That's true. At least they season their shit. So then what about chitlins? Chitlins, yes or no? The face says it all.
I'm not eating fucking intestines of any farm animal, let alone a fucking pig or a cow. Nigga, please. First of all, chitlins stink. Okay, you gotta clean them, and I'm not cleaning no damn intestines. You know what being intestines? A pig's intestines? Nigga, are you serious? Are you serious? No, not eating no damn shit. I've never had chitlins. I've smelt them once, and I've seen them once. And that's it.
He said, "Hell no,
hell no,
to the no."
No, fuck no. Any other questions you wanna ask me about the Black community?
Nothing.
I'm an open book right now. I'm an open book.
You're an open book now, but when I asked you a question 5-10 minutes ago, you didn't want to answer it.
I was mediating. Now you're asking me directly.
Son of a bitch.
Oh man.
I've got nothing. Hoochieman, what about you?
I really got nothing else about this topic.
Ask me about basketball. No.
No, maybe next episode. Maybe next episode. I did see something about new. We'll see what happens next week. There could be something new. You never know.
You know what? Wow. Wow.
A lot could happen in the span of a week.
That was funny.
Wow. Oh my God, Mike needs to be on the show because we are out of pocket. It's only been 10 minutes.
Oh man.
Jesus
Yo, that was
almighty. Speaking
funny.
of that, did y'all hear about the fucking Jacksonville thing? I didn't read up on it or anything, but did anybody hear about that Jacksonville shooting? About the
what the DeSantis when the DeSantis went to the thing and they was talking about the thing and they was booing him and shit?
No, not that. There was a like a race targeted shooting over the weekend by the Dollar General.
Yeah.
So I don't know if anybody heard about that, but that I
didn't
read into
hear
that a
about
little bit, but that was it was fucked up, man.
At this point, I'm so numb to shootings and racially charged crime that it's just like, oh, just another day in America at this point.
This is it. You didn't top the Buffalo shooter, so it wasn't good enough anyway.
Yeah, like until you do some, I'm gonna get canceled for this. Till you do some 9/11 type shit, that's not gonna phase me. It's not gonna phase me.
Not even that. I mean, I thought you were gonna go the Columbine route. Let's you do some Columbine shit.
Not even Columbine. Like we've seen this one before.
Well, no, Columbine. They had bombs in the cafeteria and blew them up.
No, they failed though. I thought.
No, they went back and shot him.
You gotta pull off something like monumental for me to really be like, oh shit. Like, and it's just because at this point, no, when I hear this kind of stuff, it's just normal. It happens so often. Like, how am I supposed to be surprised or have some sort of, I don't want to say empathy because that sounds bad, but I guess how am I supposed to feel, I guess, sympathy really for the situation or the aura of it when I hear this all the time? It's hard to feel anything at this point.
I
If
mean,
I
it's
hear
just
mass shoot,
We talked about this. I don't think you were on the show at that point. Me and Mike and I think Hunter talked about this a couple months ago when and how like I think over time, especially recent years, we've been like desensitized to tragedies. Like, you know what's funny? I mentioned the Jacksonville shooting or the Florida shooting. Literally either a day or so after that, there was another shooting on the UNC college campus. And I think like 2 or 3 people died, something like that. And you know,
damn, I got homies down there. That's crazy.
yeah, hopefully your homies are okay. Shout out to those
Let me
homies.
hit-
But
hit
at the
on my
same
dog.
time, I'm sitting here like, oh, again. Like that's how I am not being empathetic because it's like, oh shit, that sucks. But at the same time, it's like, oh, it happened again. Like honestly, and this might sound fucked up, but you guys can tell me if I'm wrong in this point of thought. I literally over the last couple of weeks have been in the process of getting a gun license and eventually in the next maybe month or so trying to purchase a firearm just so I feel like I can feel safe. You know?
Yeah, that's not why I'm getting a
the
gun.
road we're heading. That's the road we're heading down. But I mean, really, I just think back to the Tennessee senator or one of those southern state senators after that private school shooting with the trans shooter.
Yeah,
where it's just like that. We're not going to do anything about it to like stop shootings, and it just keeps happening and happening. It's so simple to stop, but people they got their heads up their asses thinking that they're on their high horse or some shit. Like, oh no, we just need more armed cops or security guards. Well, that shit ain't work. Parkland ain't work.
So here's my thing, man, because I know someone's gonna be like, "Oh, why are you buying guns? That's only gonna not solve the problem." First of all, the laws in New Jersey are very fucking strict, and honestly, the process of getting it was actually simpler than you would think. Getting the licenses and such. I'm not fucking with you at all when I say that. I answered a couple of questions. Was as honest as I could. I have my FID card. I can now go to any store to do it and to go purchase the actual handgun. But I didn't purchase a concealed carry permit because I didn't think I need one. It would be more for a home related issue. So for me, it's just like I'm not trying to bring more issues by buying guns. It's more or less so that I feel safe in my own home. God forbid something happens, you know, because if someone, you know, not that anyone maybe break into my neighborhood because as Mike likes to joke around and say, "Oh, I'm rich," you never know.
Yeah.
So,
you know,
and it's not like I would carry the gun around. I'm sorry to cut you off. It's not like I would carry it around anyway because I don't have the actual permit. That I don't want it to be against the law to carry the gun around when I can't legally do that. So
it's funny as hell you mentioned this because my best friend 6 years ago, he got robbed. He lives a couple houses down from me. And other day, police knocking his Ring doorbell. They have a Ring doorbell because they got robbed. Basically, like 6 years ago, dude went in there, stole a bunch of electronics and shit, and dipped out, broke the front door. Crazy. So police come to his door, ringing his doorbell, ding dong. You know, no one answers, ding dong. Meanwhile, his sister was home, right? His dad answers the Ring door. Was like, "Hey, what's going on?" He's like, "Hey, we're looking for so and so." He's like, were you a victim of a robbery 6 years ago? They're like, "Yeah, we don't." Like, whoa, we have some information. It's like, now, mind you, they had no idea who this dude was or where he was years ago because he had no record. Now, if you're to obtain a gun, I don't know if it's all states, but if you obtain a gun, you need to get your fingerprints taken.
Yes.
For background checks.
Yes, I did the same thing.
So this guy ended up trying to buy a gun and they ran his fingerprints. His fingerprints coincided with criminal activity. This particular criminal activity was a robbery that happened in my town 6 years ago. It was at my boy's house. And now they finally found this motherfucker. Finally found the dude, all because he wanted to get a gun 6 years after the fact. Now, obviously, that's nothing to do with the robbery, but it's like kind of crazy. Like they couldn't find a man, and he goes and buys a gun, and Bam, because when he went to buy it, his name got flagged when they did his fingerprint. And that's how they caught his ass.
Wow.
So for any of you black people that say guns don't save lives, I'm playing.
Oh, God.
I'm just playing.
Oh, God.
I actually just went into this whole UNC shooting thing. So my assumption is that it was targeted because there's only one person who got shot and killed, and it was a secondary professor, like a I don't know this specific term,
like an adjunct professor.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
So the guy went in, shot him, killed him, and then left the science building that it was in. So it seems like it was just after one person.
Quick and to the point. I like it.
Yeah.
Chill. You're gonna get us kicked off YouTube. God.
I'm sorry. No, guys, I just want to say I don't condone gun violence, but I do condone violence in a controlled setting. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Please tell me you mean cage fighting.
Yes.
He's like, yeah, we'll go with that.
Oh my God.
I'll take cage fighting for 300, Alex.
Oh man, that's crazy. Anyway, moving on from the topic before Daint says anything more out of pocket. I wanted to.
I'm on one today. We're only 20
you,
minutes in, baby.
I thought I was going to be bad with the week I've had. You are on something. Oh my God. If Mike was here, the jail sound effect would have been fucking played 30 times.
Probably.
So I've been seeing some stuff going around on social media. And, you know, everybody knows it's the summer. Everyone's having a good time. And all of a sudden, I start hearing about people getting sick. Apparently, COVID is starting to make a return because there's yet another variant that has made its way into the States, somehow mutated things, something along those lines.
God damn it. Now we're going to get the COVID banner over the fucking YouTube video.
Yep.
Please follow COVID guidelines. Suck my dick. Fuck the COVID guidelines.
So, from what I understand, this is from the CDC's website, by the way. CDC continues to track the presence of BA.2.86 variant. That's what one of these variants is called.
Is it a fucking robot?
Let's see. I don't know, right? The variant has been identified in at least 4 states in the United States in samples from either people or wastewater. The variant is currently being studied in a laboratory to help understand how the immune system may interact with the virus, and the current increase in cases and hospitalizations in the United States are likely being driven by infections with XBB lineage viruses. No idea what the fuck that means. Not the new variant. Okay, so why even put that in? But either way, I've been seeing a lot of conversation that, you know, with the rise of these cases, people are worried come the fall and winter that there's going to be mandates again, like it was during the pandemic.
That ain't happening.
So I was curious. I have a couple other articles, but I was curious to know what everybody's opening thoughts were on the subject.
Only time you ever gonna catch me caring about something with a BB's if it has a gun or an L after it, dog. I don't give a flying fuck about this damn variant. Okay, I don't.
It's a bar, not gonna lie.
What the heck? What am I gonna do? Hide in my house again for another 10 months? Fuck no. You know, the thing is that what's it gonna change? You ain't gonna put the country on lockdown again. You ain't gonna be giving out no more damn stimmies. They already fucked over with the PP loan scams. So it's just another sickness, and there's new variants of everything that drops all the time. And the thing is that if no one talked about it, everyone would keep on living their normal lives and no one would give a shit.
But that's the thing. Nobody talked about it for the longest time. And then now all of a sudden it's becoming a thing again. And I'm not trying to be Mr. Conspiracy about this, by the way. I want everybody at home to know this. I just thought it was interesting because all of a sudden I know of at least 3 or 4 people that now are saying, "Oh, I got sick. I have COVID." And I'm just like, "COVID's back? When the fuck did that happen?" Like I don't ever, knock on wood, I don't ever get sick. And when I ever get sick, it's only like a day or two. So I've had COVID once and I've gotten the vaccines and shit. Me and Mike have talked about this on the show, but it's just, I'm so over it, man.
Listen,
I'm so
no
over
com-
the fact that it's still being talked about.
No comeback was bigger than Jordan 95. So at this point, to me, it's obsolete. It's
What do you think?
obsolete.
This COVID comeback is like Shaq and the Celtics. It's washed. Old news. Has been. It ain't as good as it once was.
That's harsh.
That was
That's harsh.
wow.
That's how I feel about it. I'm over it. We're not
Sounds out of
doing no
pocket.
lockdowns. We're not doing no masks, no net gators, none of that bullshit. We're not doing another vaccine. I didn't even get the first vaccine. I was going to, then I got COVID, and I was fine after a day.
I just
Cancel this man. He didn't get the vaccine.
Yeah, you know why? Because I got it, and I felt
Jail.
fine after a day. Everyone in my house got it. Everyone else had the vaccine but me. Everyone else was sick for more than a day. I was fine after a day.
Listen,
now hold on a
man.
second. Were you walking around when you were supposed to stay in your room for 7 days or whatever the fuck?
I didn't walk around. I went to
Quarantining.
McDonald's.
Cancel this man.
Yeah, I did
Cancel
one of them curbside pickup things.
Hey, bro, I went to school in Virginia, dog. I used to walk into all the stores without a mask on. They ain't give a shit. It's how crazy Virginia was. I would go into Sheets, maskless. Everybody working there had a mask on. None of them said shit because they didn't care. Only reason why I did it was because it was company policy. That's it.
Hold on a second though. Now I have a question. Virginia is more of a Republican state, is it not?
I want you to ask that question to yourself, and then I want you to answer that question yourself.
I'm going to say yes or assume yes because there's no reason why they wouldn't give a shit.
Do you know a single slave state that isn't Republican primarily?
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, I know I'm not wrong. I know.
I'm just,
I know.
it's a really weird coincidence, let's just say.
Oh, yeah, isn't it?
But like for real though, it's like Republican states did not give a fuck. Like Florida was Florida manning
Florida,
the
anything
entire
goes in Florida.
pandemic.
I mean, anything goes in Florida at this point.
Florida
so you
is the
shouldn't be
last
surprised
wild
at
west
it.
of the U.S. It's the last wild west of the U.S. Florida man, Florida woman, Ron DeSantis, depending on where you fall on that fence.
Oh, have you off topic? Have you seen about this Florida man trending game thing? It's not really a game. You just type in Florida man and then your birthday, and then there's a bunch of wacky fucking headlines that come up on Google. Like I'll do it here.
Okay,
Florida
let's do it.
man, August 31st.
Read the first one.
Florida man arrested, accused of giving girlfriend a wet willy.
Hold on. This one's funny. Florida man accused of killing dancing flamingo is hit by truck and killed before trial. What the fuck? That was June 26th, by the way. Wow.
The one I said happened 5 years ago on that day.
Mine was in 2019.
Oh my god. Yeah, there's just so much stupid shit that goes on in Florida where you can literally do that and find the most obsolete titles of any fucking news article out there. But yeah, Florida, anything goes, so it shouldn't really be a surprise with their whole COVID lockdown.
Wait. Yo, mine's the best. Mine's the best.
Okay, go for it.
Florida men, one dressed in
Jesus.
bull onesie, attempt to burn down house with ragu sauce. People say.
And bat salts must be good down there in Florida. I'll tell you what.
Shit, man. That is wild. Wow.
Oh my God. Suspects attempted to burn a jar of ragu pasta sauce on the house's stovetop. He was trying to make it look like I left the stove on, but who gets up at 2 a.m. and fixes sketty? His Facebook says sketty. It's sketty.
Oh my God. Oh, that's fucking wild.
Woo.
Oh shit. Anyway,
America.
America is right. I just want to say one last thing on the COVID aspect. If you're still worried about COVID in 2023, 2024, and so on, stop being a little bitch, please. Like, if you want to stay in your fucking house for another 10 months, you go do that. We'll take our chances. We will take our chances because Lord knows I'm not fucking doing that shit.
It's like Kirk Cousins once said, if I die, I die. quite literally.
Well, Kirk Cousins is pretty mediocre at his job anyway, so.
Justin Jefferson's got to get the ball somehow.
Well, Justin Jefferson's the only thing that keeps that team going. But anyhow,
that's very true.
That's just my point of view on the subject. Does anybody have any final thoughts?
I don't give a shit about COVID. Next.
Yeah, I'm ready to move on.
Speaking of Republicans, I don't know if y'all heard about this, but this is I don't know if this is just dumb or what, but I don't know if it was a couple weeks ago or something. So this Republican candidate, the Indian guy, I forget his fucking name. Vivek Ramaswamy or something like that. I know I probably butchered that, but
canceled. You said his name wrong.
Canceled by the Indian community. Apparently, Eminem sent him a cease and desist because he started rapping the lyrics to Lose Yourself at the Iowa State Fair. Mm-hmm. And there's a video of it going around. I don't know if I want to play because it might get copyrighted, but Eminem sent a cease and desist to his political campaign people. And it's like, hey, stop using my shit. And we all know Eminem's no fan of Republicans anyway. Just look at the song Mosh. But there's been a lot of opinions from from people on the internet saying, oh, Eminem's right for doing this. Oh, people say, oh, Eminem's just a woke asshole, shit like that. I wish Mike was here because he's probably the biggest Eminem fan out of any one of us. But I was curious to know if you guys had heard about it and your opinions based on that. And I can always provide more context because I have some articles pulled up here. But
who gives a shit? I mean, okay, Eminem doesn't want him to play his music. Cool. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I get how people could make a story out of this, but it's just okay.
I say, didn't this happen
This
in
is
the
how
past
Eminem
before?
is.
Not with
Nothing new.
Eminem. Not with Eminem. This happened in the past before with someone else. Like, I want to say 50 Cent or Dr. Dre or something.
Eminem's done this before. This is not the first time Eminem's done this. I know he's done this to another politician that's used his music. It's his music. He writes it. He has every right to feel how he feels. I mean, I did see what the politician said. He said, he feels a connection, to Eminem's music. He said they didn't grow up in the same way, like Trailer Park or whatever, but he's not the same as his counterparts in politics that gone to Harvard or some of these big law schools, and he's not cut from the same cloth. I think that's pretty much what he's trying to say. But he's a Republican, and we all know Eminem don't fuck with Republicans. So sometimes you just gotta lose yourself,
I mean, like I said, the song Mosh exists for a reason. So
yeah.
What are you laughing at over there, Hunter?
No, I'm just saying he's. It's like, yeah, the two didn't grow up in the same. Yeah, you think that motherfucker that's running for president he grew up in a trailer park? Hell, no, he didn't.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know. Not saying that they don't exist. I don't know of any Indian individual that has ever grown up in a trailer park. I'm just saying.
That's
I've
racist.
known a couple.
That's not being racist. It's a subjective point of view. I don't know of anyone, to my knowledge, that has ever grown up in a trailer park that is of Indian descent.
I've known a couple that do as I've gotten older, but they're chill. They're not like white trash, trailer park trash. No, they're just like, they're just cheap.
I knew a couple that grew up in a tent.
Oh boy!
Cancel me!
Hello,
Yeah.
darkness, my old friend.
Yeah.
I've come to talk with you again.
Hey man, listen. I say a lot of wild shit.
You are
95% of the
on.
time,
I thought I was
95%
going
of
to
the
be
time,
on something.
I'm just joking. Calm the fuck down, pussies. I'm just joking. Holy shit. Some of these motherfuckers soft as fuck. Some of them soft as shit.
Soft like Charmin.
You know what, Matt? It's time.
Time for what? I don't know what it's time for. What time is it?
It's time. Listen, I talked about this last episode. when I talked
God.
about your little friend.
No, we're not
I'm
gonna.
not gonna name any names because
I don't know. I want this to be over.
It's done. But I gotta make one more point. Give me one more point, and then I'm done.
Oh God, Mike, please help me. Why are you not here today?
Mike, don't edit this out because I'll say it again. I'll say the shit again next episode. Don't play with me, nigga. Anyway, listen, man. Okay. What I said about the particulars, you know who we talking about. You know who we talking about. I don't want to name drop, I mean, dog, I know we talk about transgenders a lot. I had a private conversation with somebody the other day that I'm going to make public, but it was something that I had said. It was because I had to explain myself because
I want you to provide as much context as humanly possible.
I'm going to provide as much context as possible because if anybody tries to screw what I said, I'm going to screw you. Pause. Now, listen. Okay? Don't get me wrong, y'all. I love all God's people. I love all God's children. I don't care what you are. You could be a gender binary toaster strudel for all I care, nigga. You do what you got to do. Seriously, do what you got to do. But this is a very important message that I think everyone needs to understand. Normalization does not happen and cannot be dictated based on your own personal beliefs. That's just not how the world works. Normalization occurs through the societal view of the particular issue at hand. And when it comes to the transgender community, I feel like I've had the same problem that Dave Chappelle has, which is why I watch him so much. See, people watch Dave Chappelle and they think he's bigoted, he's ignorant, transphobic, and homophobic. But what I see is someone who's able to normalize that community more than anybody else. Because yes, while he's able to make jokes about them, he's also able to educate us on how he views things, they view things, how we view things, and how people should be a little bit more open-minded to the fact that normalization only happens through a societal view. You can't personally dictate what people think is normal and what's not normal. If someone comes out and says, yo, you switching from a guy to a girl is not normal. Okay, that's what they think is normal. But to be truly normalized is if a comedian goes up there and makes a joke about a transgender, but then a white dude goes up there and makes a joke about a black person, we recognize it in the same entity. Why? Because the forum is comedy. It's comedy. But if somebody like Dave Chappelle was a comedian and went up there and said the things he would say, then you would flip it and be like, oh, he's against the whole community. No, he's just making certain points and opinions, while valid, while based on personal experience as well, but he's also normalizing them just like anybody else was. Because how can you as a person say, I want to be normalized, but you can't make jokes about me, you can't assume who I am, you can't tell me who I can and cannot be, you can't come up to me and call me the wrong pronouns, you can't do this, A, B, and C, and D. That's not normalization. That's you dictating what you want people to normalize you as. And that's just not how things work. So I just want to reiterate, I'm not against the transgender community. I don't hate gay people. I don't hate lesbian people. Because just hate on somebody for who they are is, or should I say, who they portray themselves as, if you're a transgender, cool. I really don't give a fuck. Because transgenders could be just as racist as racist people could be transphobic and homophobic. It's just, that's how the world works. I'm going to like you for who you are as a person. And I feel like that's how everyone should be. Not because I'm black. Don't like me because, I could be mixed. I don't like Matt or Hunter because they white. I like them. I like who they are. I like their personalities. I like what they stand for. I like your morals, your values, your character. That's what's important. That's what's important. Not some pronouns or a gender. That's only some surface level shit. Don't mean nothing, But that's all I gotta say.
Can I ask you a question though? Because I'm curious to know the conversation you had with your friend. So was your friend in that community or a part of it in some way, shape, or form? So how did that conversation happen?
No, I need a female perspective because I know how a lot of the females feel about the community, and they're usually more protective and supportive of it than males are. We know this. That's just how shit is, plain and simple.
And I think I
And
made that clear when we were talking about the Jess Hilarious situation.
yeah,
Because, like,
yeah.
I did say, like, when I think women were probably more open to it than anybody when the whole movement started going down, to my knowledge, anyway.
Right. You know, I mean, listen, I feel a certain way about the LGBTQ community because there are certain people part of it that have made them look so bad. I support the black community, but there are people who are part of the black community that have made us look bad. I support white people, but there are people that are in the white community that have made you guys look bad, particularly your ancestors. Sorry, but it's true. And sadly, that mindset has trickled down into people these days, causing mistrust between races, and that's what it is. You know, like this is nothing new. It's not like this is the first time that there have ever been people who don't like the LGBTQ community. It's not like it's the first time someone been like, "Oh, I hate niggas," or "I hate the cops," "I hate white people," "Fuck all white people," "Fuck them spics." Yeah, I'm using all of these terminologies because yeah, everyone's gonna say that shit. Why? Because some people are so big that they represent more than just themselves in the particular community that they're part of, and that's facts, dog. How many people do you think that are like our age and our realm that don't like gay people because of James Charles? He don't just represent himself. He represents a much bigger community. He has such a big voice. He reaches out to so many people that what he did, what he has done, affects people's views of the whole community. Is it fair? Fuck no, but that's how shit is. How shit is. You think I like the fact that sometimes people look at me as a thug or they only see an athlete or only see a musician when I am none of those things? But there are people within my community that have portrayed those characteristics and only those characteristics, and that puts me in a fucking bubble. I guarantee both of y'all have been called racist at some point because you're white or something racial has happened, and they go at you even though you guys don't have any racist tendencies or mindsets. That ain't fair. You think that's fair?
No, not fair.
No.
I got called
Okay.
racist back when the 2012 election thing happened. Like the elementary schools had some sort of like vote thing,
And Mitt Romney and Obama.
Oh yeah,
No, I think that was 2008. Mitt Romney.
No,
that was
No, it
John
was 2012.
McCain.
You're right. John McCain
John
was 2008.
McCain.
You're right. You're right.
I want to say, oh wait, I wanted Obama. All right, I wanted Obama. Cool, got it. My brain at the time, I'm 12. All right, I'm stupid. I was like, you know what? I want someone new. So naturally, just hey, Mitt Romney's new. He hasn't been president. Cool, I'll pick him because I want a new president. Not based off anything. Tell me how I got called racist because I wanted Mitt Romney to be the president.
And you were called racist by some black kids, weren't you?
Yep, fellow classmates. Yep. I was like, no, not really. Not really am. But yeah, a lot of people try to, well, over time, they try to say that I do. Like I am racist, which not the case. I'll link it in our group chat, but back when bringing this to NASCAR, back when Bubba Wallace won his first race, my friend that I was watching the race with at the time had a very, very tough time dealing with it. AKA he hated him, which I don't care. But he really let it
because he was black or if something else.
Oh, there a lot, but basically he let his side show when what's it called? When the race was over. And his main argument was I've watched college football games in the rain. They don't call him because his first win was a rain shortened race. Like he was leading and it rained, didn't dry the track in time. He won. He said, I've watched college football games where it rained. They don't call it for that. And then I tried to tell them, it's a different set of circumstances. And then they tried making it just kept going up, and I fucking flipped out on him for it.
It sounds like
Did he call him the
N
N-word? Did he call him the N-word? Because if that reached that point, that would be bad.
No, but
okay.
He basically did everything but do that. And I flipped out on him because I'm like, how fucking stupid can you be to compare? I'm like, it's not college football. It's a fucking racetrack. And it's a giant ass racetrack that takes 2 hours to dry. They don't have lights. I don't know where you're making the comparison to college football. It's two different things. I just flipped out on them for it. So if anyone tries to call me racist for that, hell no.
I have a question. This actually might tie back into and bring full circle to black culture that we were talking about earlier in the beginning of the episode. If you say the N-word in a rap song, are you racist?
Well, it depends if you have the pass or not.
Does the pass even really exist?
Yes, the pass exists.
Oh,
Oh
it
my
exists.
God. People, the pass exists. But you got to know how to use the pass. See, the pass is like a DoorDash gift card. You can't go get Grubhub with a DoorDash gift card. You got to get it a DoorDash, which means the particular Negro that gives you the pass, it's the only person you're allowed to use it with. Okay, it's an individual transaction between two people. You know, you give it to him, he could use it. You know what I'm saying? I got some friends that aren't black. My best friend ain't black. Best friend's Asian. Does he have the pass? You damn straight he does. Because he's my boy. He's my friend. It doesn't bother me. I don't care. I don't care how everyone else feels. He ain't calling you that because it's a sign of respect. It's a sign of friendship. That's how it is. And that's our relationship. We use a bunch of different things that we say back and forth to each other, but that's our relationship. Now, don't go around just saying nigga all willy-nilly and be like, I got the pass. I can say I got black friends. No, don't do that.
You listen,
Yeah.
don't go down the fucking Camden and then start yelling that because that's not gonna look good.
That's where you know people mess up. You know, they be like, oh, I got a black friend. Nigga, like, no, you can't do that. Can't do that. Like, my boy can't come up to all my black friends, be like, yo, what's up, my nigga? Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't. But he can't to me, be like, he'll text me sometimes, be like, nigga, you gotta hear this. I'll be like, oh shit, nigga, what happened? Oh shit, Negro. It's cool.
It's because it's funny. The reason I bring that up is because I'm in a group chat with a bunch of other podcasters, and as we all know, our one of our favorite guests on the show, Delvin Cox, he's also in that group chat, and we were making a joke where it's just like, you know, someone was asking Delvin to give him the N-word pass as a joke, and I put in a side joke where it's just like, yeah, Delvin, give it to me too, so that way I can sing strictly for the Tupac song. And I was fucking around. I was fucking around. I didn't actually mean it. But I was just like, I didn't type that. No, I just said N ... That was it. I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to do it. I didn't have the balls to do it at that time.
Roll the dice, nigga. Let's play.
But I was just like, but that's actually why I brought this up. Because it's just like, you know, if you start saying strictly for my, does that make you a racist? Exactly.
It might make you fucking stupid if you say it in certain situations. It might get you.
Oh, I mean, yeah, obviously. I mean, I'm not fucking going to deny that.
You might turn to a punching bag, but you want to say it, go ahead. And my thing, like, listen,
you might get jumped or something, but you know.
I'm also not the kind of black person that if you're white and then you want to say the N-word to me to get a rise out of me, nigga, I'm not that stupid. Okay, like you just sound
like the hard R's, just like keep saying it, like and hard R's.
Be like, yo, what you gonna do, nigga? I've been in that situation before where this white dude, me and him got into it, and then he'd be like, yo, get the fuck out of here, nigger. Yo, fuck you, Nick. And I'm like, I was in Virginia. This happened at school, and like it just didn't faze me. I'm like, bro, seriously, like, that's the best you got, the N-word. Like maybe if he called me coon, I'd have been like, hey, oh.
So what if he called you Uncle Tom or something? Then you'd probably be getting into fighting mode.
I don't bother. Being called an Uncle Tom only bothers me when black people say it to me, and I've been called an Uncle Tom before. And if it was
for real, you of all people, of all people.
Oh my god, I can go down the list.
Wow,
yeah.
I would have never realized.
You gotta realize, right? I'm black, grew up in a very white suburb. I went to a very white suburban school. Even before that, I went to a predominantly white performing arts private school. Okay. So I didn't grow up around a bunch of niggas, bunch of black people amongst the whites. So
You're cul-de-sac black, as you've said.
I'm cul-de-sac black. You damn straight, exactly. But the thing is that me being cul-de-sac black, you could call me an Uncle Tom all you want to, but you could put me in any room. You could put me in any situation, and I know how to articulate myself. I guarantee whether I'm qualified or not, I could talk to that employer and they would think I'm qualified just based off the way that I can articulate myself and express myself as a young man. Being black has nothing to do with that. But some people, when I speak out about certain issues, what you gotta understand is this. If you ever go to a school that has predominantly white kids, of course you're gonna have your crew of black kids. Most time those black kids stick together or they only hang out with them. I wasn't like that. So for a long time, I was looked at as, oh, that's the other black dude for a long time. And I was very popular in school. I was extremely popular. I was one of the most popular kids in my grade. And that was just because I was me. I was cool with everybody. I was cool with the Mexicans. I was cool with the Indians. I was cool with some of the special needs kids. They were very nice kids. I was cool with the janitors, the secretaries. You know what I'm saying? I was cool with everybody. It's because that's my personality. But then I go to Camden, and you got thuggish niggas. Trust me, when I've been down there, I've met. One time I was at a party. This nigga had literally just got out of jail 4 hours prior, and he was at the party. I wasn't like, I was like, yo, what's up, man? It's like, yo, Doc got out, man. It's been like 6 months. I was like, word? What the fuck was you in there for? He's like, man, they called me with a stolen car. I was like, damn. And then when he left, I was like, thank God, he's gone. Now I'm playing. But it's just like,
and dodged the bullet there.
yeah.
Well, golly jeepers, that was close.
Yeah. It's like, for some reason, a lot of times, a lot of black people think that if you don't grow up with other black people like black, the most racism I have ever experienced is by other niggas, not by white people. You calling me the N-word means nothing to me. But when I got people in my own community saying I'm less black for where I come from, how I talk, and how I dress, fuck you. Fuck you. Like, seriously, how you gonna talk about somebody like that? How you gonna do your own brother like that? Because me, when I'm on the show, I show support for the community because I am part of the community, but I can't just let, I just can't let black people just do and say whatever they want, acting as if there ain't no repercussions for their actions. Sorry.
Someone will probably listen to this that's black and be like, you'd probably be upset by what you just said.
Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you.
Oh,
okay.
Oh my God.
You know what's so funny? I know my parents were watching this the last time, like the last episode we had, and I was talking about Kiki and everything, and they're like, oh man, his mouth, he says crazy shit. I'm like, yeah, it's me all the time. Like, you got a problem with what I say.
Your parents had a problem with what you said?
No.
Okay.
They know I be talking crazy. Yeah, they know, but this is how I am, man. I could easily joke about anything and everything. I find everything funny. Okay, I have extremely dark humor. But at the same time, I can get real with you. I mean, you want to talk politics, we could do it. We can talk history, we could do that. We want to talk emotions, relations, we can do all that. But you can't get on somebody because they got their own individual opinion, unless it's so freaking outrageous where it's like, okay, all right,
Nice Alice Jones tin hat.
Yeah, if I came on here and was like, slavery is a choice, like, nah, I ain't gonna say no bullshit like that.
Okay, Kanye.
Yeah, Kanye was wilding for that. Okay, niggas deserve to hop on his back on that one. But
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Well,
No, it's just
Ronald Reagan did nothing bad for the black community.
well.
The people affected by Hurricane Katrina need your help. George Bush doesn't care about black people. Oh, okay.
And I mean, last part I'm gonna say, sometimes you gotta say crazy shit to get shit done. Sometimes you do. Sometimes, because there are people that are afraid to say certain things because they don't want to offend people. Me, I don't care if I offend you. I'm gonna say what I want and I'm gonna say how I feel. And most of the time, it's out of genuine care for the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think more black people need to focus on becoming doctors, lawyers, teachers, and educators rather than putting all their time into sports. Y'all know I'm a basketball coach. I tell my kids all the time, I don't give a fuck about basketball. I want to make sure you graduate high school, you go to college, and you become a successful young man. Because at the end of the day, basketball gonna stop at some point. I've told all my kids, I said, right now, none of you are making the NBA. So what the fuck you gonna do? I've told them that numerous times. I said, none of you making the NBA. None of you are. I said, I verbatim, these are my words. I remember my last practice. I said, none of you little motherfuckers are making the NBA. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gotta do well in school. You can go to a trade school, you can go to a vocational school or something, but you have to be productive in this world. And there's nothing wrong with having your hindsight set in a dream or a goal. If your goal is to go to the NBA, then you do everything in your power to get there. But you got to put in the work. But if you ain't putting in the work, but not saying you need a plan B, but you need to be understanding of thyself. Gotta be understanding.
You need to have the self-awareness to understand that is a possibility that, God forbid, knock on wood, any of your kids got hurt and in career-ending injury.
Yes. I'm one of them. And I hate talking myself so much, but we just in the middle of this whole thing. I've never been one to hide the fact that I had 7 basketball scholarships on the table. I didn't take any of them.
Really? I didn't know that.
No, I was hurt. I got hurt. I messed up my ankle in the beginning of the season. And then the game before senior night, I tore a ligament in my ankle. And I played through it for the rest of the season because I loved the game. But afterwards,
long-term
I remember
damage.
I remember it was like it was yesterday. I went to Drew University. I talked to the head coach, I talked to the assistant coach, and they said, Dante, we want you. We want you to be here, all that kind of stuff. But they gave me some stipulations. They're like, hey, we already got some guards. If you want to be here, you can come to summer workouts. You can train with us. You can work out with us playing games. And that you could be a viable part of our team, we'll put you on the roster come start the season. I was not willing to take that chance. I scrimmaged with the team that day. Right after that meeting, we were downstairs, and I played like shit. I turned the ball over twice. I shot 2 air balls from 3. And after that, I walked off the basketball court, and that was the last time I played competitive sports. And I was able to do that because I knew I had talents, and I knew that I had a niche for something else, something bigger that was going to take me further. I knew I wasn't going to play pro ball. So I was like, fuck it. Why not start this radio shit earlier? That's what I did. And look where we at now. Right?
I think that's a good way to end the episode.
Yeah.
I think it's time for me to take us to church. This very out-of-pocket episode. I think that's the title, just out of pocket, because we said a lot of crazy shit. And amongst all of that sage wisdom by Daint Money, there was a lot of out-of-pocket moments in between. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 51 of the Bromigos podcast. We pour one out to our buddy Panama Red, but it's been the Undercover Brother, Daint Money, and Hoochieman here with you today. Thank you so much for joining and supporting our show. We also want to thank everybody for supporting our last episode with our friends, the Bleach Bros podcast. I don't know if you've heard that yet, Hunter, but we missed you on that episode, man. That was a good one. I wish you were there.
I'll have to tune into that sometime this weekend.
Gotta check it out, man. That was a great episode, man. It's doing very well for us. So if you guys want to check out more podcasts from us, you can find us on a multitude of different platforms, including, but not limited to, Apple, Spotify, iHeart, fucking Good Pods app, everything in between.
Are we on Pandora?
I think we are.
People still use Pandora. Is that still exists?
Pandora's still a thing? Like the jewelry that you wear on your necklace? Or
you know what? Now you think about, now you say that, I'm actually going to look that up now. I'm going to pause on the housekeeping, and I'm going to check out if we're on the Pandora.
I'm just saying, man. Like when I first started listening to Pandora, and I wanted to listen to shit that I actually wanted to listen to, it's like, oh yeah, cool, this is fun.
Holy
this is cool.
shit, we're on Pandora.
Oh my god, we're on Pandora. Listen to us on Pandora. I'm just saying. My first time listening to Pandora, after 3 songs in of the people I wanted to listen to, it started switching up some shit with some new shit. No, that's not what I want to listen to. Fuck off. Spotify.
Don't you hate when you don't have Spotify Premium and you like hit play album and it plays like something from another album? Oh,
don't go there. That hurts. That hurts the soul right there.
Hurts my soul.
Hey, if you're on Pandora, shout out. Listen to us on there.
Listen to us on Pandora. But on Twitter, you can follow us at Bromigos Pod, Facebook and Instagram, The Bromigos Pod, TikTok. We're always wilding on TikTok. The Bromigos Podcast. And of course, a special shout out to our friends over at Full Swap Radio who syndicate episodes of our show every Sunday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Please adjust that to your time zone. Who wants to take us out?
This has been another episode of the Bromigos Podcast. Thank you. Goodbye.
That's the whitest I've ever heard you sound.
Yeah, no.
That was whiter. That was whiter than when you said, "Oh my God, this is delicious." Terrible. Peace out, everybody.
Oh man.
You've been listening to the Bromigos Podcast.
Fuck you, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Avita! That's okay! She'll be back. Another cuero. She'll love me anymore.